turn the lights down in here?
Hi patrons, I'm sorry it's been a while. I'm reacclimating to life after vacation and it has been a doozy. But I want to talk about how do I make vacations work. And I know it's difficult to vacation as a caregiver, but like it's very necessary and it takes a lot of planning and a lot of trust in the person that you have caring for your loved one and the ability to just let go and not stress. So let's talk about how I do it. My last vacation was to Cozumel, Mexico, which was so necessary because I'm feeling just extremely stressed right now, and I'm happy that I had that time prior to just unwind, because when I came back it was like ramping all back up. But I also want to express that everything that I'm telling you is very specific to me. I cannot tell you how to take a vacation, but I'm telling you how this all works for me, and hopefully you can pick and pull, nitpick from everything that I do say. The first thing that I do is I try not to stress, because when you think of planning going out, it means you're not going to be doing all of the regular things that you always do, and no one is going to do it as well as you do, and that is fine. You just have to kind of let that go. But don't stress about it, because the more you stress, the most likely you're not willing to go. And what I do is I go on trips with people that I don't have to plan much with. So I go on trips with people who I trust, meaning I let them book it, which means you have to be going on vacation with someone who is also very serious about going on vacation. Let them know what your guidelines are and then let them book it, or let them send you the options. You have to trust the person who is booking your place, because if you don't, then you may end up staying in an Airbnb with one bed and one couch where you guys have to switch every other night. Don't do that. So what I always do is I'm like, make sure there's 2 beds, make sure my name is on the hotel room, and then make sure you know all of the COVID precautions, make sure you know all of the amenities that you want and all of that. And also, like, if there's a certain part of town where you want more nightlife or more restaurants, make sure you tell them all of that before they book it. But like, just let them do that part. Make sure you send the money when it's that time, because you got to be serious about your part too. And after that, just let it ride. I try not to spend too much time on all of that, because you're not going to be spending all of your time in the hotel room anyway. But just make sure you're not like slumming it. Make sure you're vacationing with someone who isn't like ready to slum it, unless you want to. Money. I stayed in an all-inclusive resort, so let's break that down. The resort that I ended up staying in cost $300 a night. It was a lot. But that's divided by 2 people, which made it $150 per night. A cheap hotel in Mexico with no amenities at all is gonna run you about $40 per night. So, but you can pay upwards to $120 per night. So once you add food and all of that, it ends up evening out if you wanna live the life of luxury. I found a cheap round-trip flight. My flight was maybe $450 in all. So in total, I spent about $1,200 hotel and flight included for 5 days, not including my $10 trip to and from the hotel and all of the souvenirs I purchased. I probably spent about the same on souvenirs that I spent on my flight. So mom's care for the week that I was gone was about $700. Paige, our caregiver, whom I love that woman from the depths of my soul. She worked roughly 40 hours of care that week, which came out to about $700. So in total, I spent about $1,800, $12, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $18, $1,900 for 1 week of vacation. Which, I mean, if you and your family were going on vacation, that might make sense. But me being a single person going on vacation, that's technically a lot. The only reason that I was able to afford this vacation at all, I received a grant for $1,000. I will be sharing more about all of the respites and grants that caregivers receive, because I want to let you guys know where you can get this money also. So I'm going to do a separate video on that. But because of that, that was really the only reason that I was like, okay, I'm going. However, I have budgeted for vacations in the past, and if you would also like me to do a video on that, then I totally can. Here are some of the things that I did that let me feel more comfortable leaving the house. I start with meal prep. So a day or two before flying out, I make sure to go shopping and meal prep for mom. I end up making enough food for while I'm gone. I make potatoes, chicken, whatever, veggies, cut up some fruit. I just try to make sure that the fridge is stocked. The day center that she goes to, they also drop food off, which helps to make sure that she has the amount of food that she needs. And also Paige knows what to do and how to feed mom. So I would suggest leaving town with your loved one in the care of someone that you love and trust and that they love and trust too. I don't think this is the time to hire someone brand new. You know, you need to watch someone around your loved one before you trust them with just like leaving town. Outside of that, I also put notes up in the kitchen because this was Paige's very first time doing so many hours. I left notes on the cabinets of any medications or supplements that I give her, or any of that type of stuff that my mom would need. I also have a whiteboard where she can write down things that she may need, or I'll write out notes for her, and we stay on top of each other like that, which helps me so much. So here's the thing that really pertains to my situation. The reason I can really leave is I live with other people who are used to living with my mom. I live with other people who I already trust, and they understand the day in and out of caring for my mom. Though they don't do these specific like tasks that are associated with caregiving, they are well versed in the tasks of walking her to the bathroom when she needs to go, making her food, helping put her shoes on, things like that, making sure she's hydrated and safe. You know, they know what the ins and out of just living with my mom is like. So even though Paige only works 40 hours that week, mom is still with other people who know her and who she feels very comfortable with. That's how I'm able to leave without like feeling guilty. You're gonna feel guilt and you might feel guilt until the moment you leave, and you may feel some once you've actually left the premises of your home, but that guilt will go away. You're doing this for yourself. You deserve this time. You can have whoever is staying with your loved one send photos or videos if that makes you feel better. I don't even ask for that sort of stuff anymore. I just let them surprise me when they send it, but like that time is just for me, and I try to take that time for me. Because when I get back, I'm going to be bombarded with all of that all over again, and it's sort of like having to catch up again. The people who are at the house taking care of everything, they take care of everything, but there's still going to be things that only you can handle. And so just take your time, enjoy it, because when you get back, you will have a load of things to do. Thank you, patrons, for being patrons. I hope you enjoyed the footage of my vacation. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching me learn and grow, and just kind of share what I do as I learn and grow, because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I'm just doing my best, you know? So sending my love. If there's any other questions that you guys have, you need me to get specific about anything, I'm here. All right, have a good day, and I will see you on the next upload, which will be sooner than later, I promise. I'm gonna make sure that you guys get these videos on time, because that's how I care. And I wanna make sure to keep making like more in detailed stuff also. All right, bye. Mwah.